Now here is a truth MAGA cannot outrun, and deep down they know it. The only thing standing between them and consequences, real, legal, historic consequences, is one aging man with fading stamina, a shrinking circle and a medical file growing thicker by the day. And here is a very chilling warning from MAGA, not from a Democrat, not from the left-wing media, no, this came from inside the old Republican establishment itself. So stick around and watch how the old Republican Guard burns MAGA to the ground. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to keep the channel going. Now I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by year's end. I know that's a bit optimistic, alright, I'll grant you that. But I'll give it a good go, and with your help, you never know. Anyway, conservative strategist Rick Wilson has issued a message that lands like a cold steel door closing. His Substack lays out a brutal, unavoidable truth. The Trump era is running on borrowed time. And when the clock hits zero, his enablers won't be protected, they won't be spared, and they won't be forgotten. What comes for them is not speculation, it's inevitability, and it arrives with interest. Here's a passage from Rick Wilson that should make every MAGA functionary lose sleep tonight.
Let this be a clear warning to those who would enable an assault on 250 years of American liberty. You will not reign forever. Your dear leader will be dead sooner than you imagine given his failing health and corroded mind. Donald Trump and his clique of piss and authoritarians have switched from wannabe to going to be, itching to turn the United States military into their political police force. The lawful power of the people will be used to deliver decisive, agonizing consequences. Legal, political, economic, and social punishments are the only warning that will work. Those who betrayed this nation will be tried and handed punishments so severe that generations to come will remember that America is, by its very DNA, engineered to destroy tyranny. I mean this for everyone, from Donald Trump and Stephen Miller, down to the masked ICE goons violating the rights of American citizens. Trump wants an insurrection, and he's sure as hell gonna get one.
Now the language is intense, but the message underneath? That message is ice-cold realism. Impunity expires. For the entire MAGA ecosystem, the staffers, loyalists, low-level tough guys, the just following orders crowd, Trump's protection was never permanent. It was on borrowed time, a temporary shield, a failing bodyguard whose knees are starting to buckle. Everything they did under his direction, every abuse of power, every stunt, every violation of civil rights, it all remains on their records long after Trump's ability to pardon fades. Because here is the part his followers pretend not to understand. Movements built around one man have no succession plan, only exposure. Prosecutors don't retire when a Twitter account goes quiet. Paper trails don't dissolve because a rally ends. And my boss told me to is not a defense, that's a confession. Trump's brand has always been, stay loyal to me and I'll protect you. But protection is a perishable product. Trump, the dispenser of favors, is aging out of his ability to shield anyone. And the moment he slips, the moment his health completely deteriorates, the moment he becomes unusable to the people around him, the entire network loses its umbrella, and it becomes a downpour with no shelter. This is the quiet part Wilson is shouting. If you use government power to punish political opponents, if you tried to silence critics, if you leaned on law enforcement to wage a culture war, if you played dress up with authoritarianism, you wrote your own indictment with your own hand. Now let's talk about what happens after Trump falls. When his public appearances decline, as they are now, when the gaps between statements stretch longer, as they are now, when decisions are outsourced, when his voice no longer commands the fear it used to, that's when his loyalists will discover something terrifying. The same people promising pardons suddenly can't even return your calls. But the legal system will, every single time, because courts do not age, precedent does not retire, and evidence does not forget. Now here's what that means for the enablers. Their exposure remains. The court orders remain. The subpoenas remain. The public memory remains, especially in the swing districts where corruption, book bans, political violence, and attacks on free speech were widely unpopular. And the bottom line, if you weaponize the state against citizens, if you leaned on agencies to crush dissent, if you used authority as a toy to own the libs, your best day is already far behind you. Your worst days begin the moment Trump can no longer protect you, and no hashtag will ever save you. This isn't about gloating over a man's age. It's about restoring the principle MAGA tried to bury. The rule of law outlasts the ruler. So to the MAGA world, consider this your warning. Not from me, not from Democrats, but from someone who once built Republican strategy at the highest levels. You wanted a movement built around one man? Congratulations, that's exactly what you got. But you also built a doomsday clock, and it's ticking for everyone who hits their future to Trump. And when the fall finally comes, and make no mistake, it will come, the reckoning that follows, it won't be loud. It'll be deliberate, procedural, legal, slow, and devastating. And the country, exhausted, bruised, but still standing, will exhale and say, finally, accountability at last. Click on one of these videos for more, and as always, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.